I don't know why I thought you were about to put on shades. All right, on that note, let's run it. Alrighty, welcome to the ADLR podcast. We are here a week after a break. It's my birthday week, so took it off so I can just chill, unwind, recharge. Not that I have empty batteries, but I like to have a surplus of batteries just in case. So one of my extra batteries I got an extra battery. Thank you, Brian, for the alley oop there. Anywho, I'm Brian. I'm Anthony. I'm joined by Brian.
All right.
And
the whole episode, you gotta do an impression of me.
Randall. And I just whip out my massive cock.
Oh.
You said an impression of you, right?
Oh.
All right.
I need to clean these. These are dirty. I'm taking them off.
I already demonetized the video. I already mentioned cock with like the first 5 minutes or something. But I don't know what the hell the YouTube thing is, but who cares?
If you put a picture of a rooster.
Okay, I'm not in it for the money. So, anywho, yeah, I took a week off. Watched a bunch, played a bunch. I dug in a lot into Starfield, so I have some thoughts there. And then started playing other games because I finished Starfield to double check my concerns. So we'll get to that. And I watched some movies as well.
FX has those.
FX has them, but I review them. So review, like I do it formally in any way, shape, or form. Randall's been watching a lot of sports, thinking he can rope me into that. So he's got that going for him. Brian, what'd you do last week? You're in the break.
Beat the Mortal Kombat story. Listen to Steven Sanchez's album.
I still have to do that. I forgot to do something.
Played a little more Starfield until I uninstalled it.
Ooh. Yeah, so we both have things to talk about Starfield.
Caught up on... I watched the whole Edge Runner show.
Oh, sick.
I don't know if I mentioned last time I'm caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen.
I think you did. I think you said you were caught up on the latest episode last week. You just got to watch this week's, I'm assuming.
No,
or the latest.
I watched the latest one, unless there's one that came out this week.
No, they come out Thursdays for us here in the States. Unless it's simulcasted. I was talking to Janiana about it. I think they're simulcasted, but they might not. It might be like airs in Japan, then they do the translation and then release it for here in the West. But
I don't know.
Who fucking knows? What do we want to dive into first?
I don't know.
Randall, do you want to have a sports section? Hello, Randall?
This really isn't. Huh?
It's because when I ask a question, you better be ready to answer. Like this dead air you got?
Dude, I was thinking. Calm down.
No. You know why? Because I can't see you thinking. Now, if I saw you thinking, then
what am I supposed to say if I'm thinking?
Something, right? Well, you know what? Like some words, right? Not just complete silence, because we cannot see you. So so go Chiefs? Is that what we're doing? What team do we need to back? Is what I'm asking you. Who is your team?
Unfortunately, the Commanders.
I gotta be honest with you. I thought is that a new team?
No, they just renamed
the Redskins, and they changed the name.
That sounds like a sci-fi team name.
Yeah, that's what we're stuck with.
All right. So we are officially sponsored by them. We back them officially. What's their record for the season?
So far, 2-1.
Oh shit, that's good. Why you should be hyped?
Because we lost 37-3 our last game.
Well, I mean, you gotta pretend that they're you gotta give them some challenge, right? You just list through on purpose.
Nah, that's not how football goes. You're supposed to win as much as possible so that you can make the playoffs.
How many do you need? You need 8 wins, right? You need to be more than half to make it to the playoffs, or what's the
I
cutoff?
mean, it depends on what the other team's records are. So there's really no set number. You just want to do better than everybody else.
Okay, I don't know sports ball, so I thought it was like you got to win at least like half your games or something, or more than half.
Well, yeah, you do, but I mean, you can be winning more than half, and if someone else has a better record than you, then there's a chance that you might not make the playoffs.
I see. So it's like a difference thing. Like if someone with like how many matches is it in total? 16 matches in total.
17.
17. So if someone has like 16-1, they qualify more than someone with 16-2 or 3, right? Or not six. You know what I mean? 13,
Just
12, and the opposite.
just
Yeah.
think of it as a massive round robin, Anthony.
Ah, got it. So yeah, it's like a difference then, or it puts the points in. I'm learning foosball today, so that's great. Have they has they weren't Commanders, but have they ever been to the Super Bowl and won it?
Yeah, several times.
Oh, then you're good. I thought you had like. Well, I thought you were like one of your. I thought your team was like one of those that hasn't like never made it. Is there a team that has never made it?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I think there. I thought there was like baseball teams and stuff that just never made it to like the World Series and something equivalent to the football side. Or I'm tripping and it's just been so long because I haven't watched baseball in like more than a decade. Uh, Alrighty, we'll go Commanders then. And if anyone has any beef with them, you come see us. You watch anything else, or is it just been sports ball?
Um, uh, Movies, no.
You haven't
I
watched
guess
anything
yeah. I
new?
guess the only thing I have been watching is sports. I haven't really caught any movies.
Didn't you haven't started watching? Well, you finished the sci-fi show? Did you talk about the sci-fi show here?
What sci-fi show?
The one you were telling me about, like people who can't leave or something, and if they do, they're trapped somewhere, and they want to like work to get out of whatever thing they're trapped in. Silo?
Silo.
Did you
Is
watch
that what
Silo?
it's called? Hold on, let me check.
Because I remember you told me about it, but I don't think
You're
you talked
talking
about it.
about the thing on TV, the
Yes.
invasion.
Oh, I thought it was Silo that you were watching.
Yeah,
Were
I'm
there?
still watching that. Still, actually, the second season just started.
You liking it more? Like, is it still consistent or is it dropping off?
Um, it's about consistent. It's not. The stakes haven't really gotten any higher.
And that's making it boring, or you like it consistent?
Um, it's just more consistent. It's not like I can't say that it went down. Like it hasn't gotten worse at least, which is a positive thing. But it hasn't like
Escalated.
gotten me to the point where I feel like I'm more engaged. It's just I'm still at the same level so far. So at this point, I'm just watching to see what happens. I'm not like fully invested. The
I don't know. That sounds like a bad thing, dude.
only reason I'm really watching it is because the girl from uh Extraction 2 is in it.
Wasn't she in something else too that we seen? Or am I making that up too?
I don't even remember her from that.
Excuse me, Extraction 2. Let's take a look. Did she is it this lady? I don't think I'm gonna be able to pronounce her name at all. No, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce her name. So let's not even bother. It is a very I don't know what is it her? Are you sure? 'Cause I don't see what I don't see Invasion on here for her credits. I see it now. 15 episodes. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know how to pronounce her name at all. I moved. I just closed the wrong thing here. What was I gonna mention? All right. You know what I saw in my library right now that we still need to get through?
Riverdale.
No, wait, I was done with that. Dark Materials, dude. I'm like, oh, I still have this, and so, and I think it ended with this one, so we might have to start just watching that during lunch.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, same. Like I was just looking for something to watch, and then I'm like, oh wait, I still have this. And I think it's a short. Is it a shorter season? No, it's 8 episodes, but it's the final one apparently because it ended according to this. Which I hope it wasn't canceled. Was it canceled?
Oh man.
Anywho, but we can check that out. That's all I got. All right, so unless you have anything else, Randall, you watching nothing here? Did you hear a new album? Nothing. I know you were listening to the Nas album. I don't know if you talked about it on here.
I've been listening to a lot of old music lately, so nothing new.
Like what? What's your go to?
Let me see. I recently downloaded Hey DJ by World Famous Supreme Team.
Oh, you got me there. Hey DJ. I know it's Hey DJ. It's your what's it called? Supreme Team.
World Famous Supreme Team.
Why's Mozilla just like, let me take as long as possible? It might be just DuckDuckGo doing that.
I also been listening to the remastered version of Jam on It.
Remastered version of Jam on It? Oh yeah, the world's famous Supreme Team. I have to look it into this. That album cover though.
Also been listening to A Night to Remember by Shalimar. That's pretty much it.
I might also like Roxanne. I went to Genius to look up the Hey DJ stuff you got for that song. And on the side it says you might also like Roxanne UTFO. Don't even know what that is.
I think you know.
Before I was downloading that stuff, I went through a period where I was just listening to Too Cool to Die repeatedly.
That album, if you heard the whole album, you need to listen to that whole album, dude. You're talking about Post Malone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to check out the rest if you haven't. What's it called? Something Real and that Laugh It Off are my favorites on that the whole project.
From there it's Hold My Breath or let me look. Before I lie to you, let me look.
I mean, you can lie and just correct yourself. That's it.
That ain't me, motherfucker. What's
Okay.
the name of the album? August Austin.
Austin, yeah. Is his name Austin?
I don't know.
That might be why. I mean, I could look that up. I don't know why I just asked you that. Post Malone Wiki.
I never even heard of it.
Yep, his name is Austin Richard Post. That's a funny picture of him. Looks like he does not want to be smiling and throwing the deuces here. Beer bongs and whatever. I like how they always segment it by the project itself. In the
Yes.
in the wiki.
Definitely Hold My Breath. I looked through the ones I heard it.
Hold Your Breath. I have to re-listen to that. I don't think I added that to the library.
My shirt, dude.
It's your it's your shirt. I still need to listen to Steven Sanchez though. I completely forgot.
I didn't.
Okay. Weird flex, right?
I didn't forget. You know what I did forget to listen to? Is,
What?
Guts.
Oof, I didn't.
You sure? I think you listened to it when it came out.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Did I not? You're right. I did not. I did not the same day. You're right. Oh
Mm,
snap! Brian, you had glasses on. Why'd you take it off?
they're dirty.
What? What do you mean it's dirty?
Everything was blurry, and I didn't feel like reaching for the cloth. So here I am.
Okay. Sick. All right, Ren. So you need to go listen to that. Make sure to listen to Austin, the whole thing. Definitely Guts. I don't know. Did you like Sour, or did you listen to Sour at all? The first Olivia,
I don't remember it.
the one with the driver's license song that was all over the place.
I had to listen to it again.
Okay. Should definitely go check that out. I started listening to Dojo's Scarlet project. Got about halfway through it, so I mean I'm not done with it. But the ones that I'm liking so far are like the singles. The Paint the Town Red one is like the first track on there, and then the second one was Demons, I think it was. And that's also I like that too. The rest have been there's one extra one that I did like. It was like a slower pace, and then what is it?
I haven't heard it.
You have to
she
finish
dropped
it.
an album.
Yeah, kind of just like, cause I don't follow her on social media, so I have no. That's usually the people I follow, like on Spotify, Tidal and stuff. I sometimes follow them on social media, so I know when stuff is about to come up. And then if I don't, if I follow them on Tidal, it'll come up on that little notification, the bell. Hey, they dropped this. Hey, they dropped this. It comes in handy. Do they have that for Apple, Randall? You should use Apple Music, right, Randall?
Yeah.
Do they have like that follow and it lets you know when the artist drops something new?
Yeah.
Okay. I really like that. I think Spotify and Tidal have it too, but I don't know if Apple already had it. That's pretty sick.
Speaking
All
of Apple,
Oh, we're right.
so I saw a full video of that clip that you showed me.
Oh, was it fake?
It's by a guy. Let me see if I could find his name real quick.
But was it real or fake?
Nah, it was real. I just followed him. I can't remember.
You remember?
Did you, while you were looking for it, did you end up pre-ordering it? The pre-orders went up, right?
Nah, I never pre-order a phone just because I'm skeptical about there being issues when it first comes out.
Oh, so how long you wait until you get it?
I'll probably get it around the holidays,
Okay.
around December.
Trying to get the special holiday edition with like Christmas stuff on the back of it.
They're not gonna do no discount. One thing that I've noticed is that they don't do discounts on phones and cameras. Because I've waited there's been several Black Fridays. I've like, okay, I'm gonna wait until Black Friday comes around and I'm gonna get me a camera or a new phone or something like that. And the price always stays the same.
For that particular camera you want, or just I could have sworn there's deals on cameras, like at Best Buy and stuff.
For like SLRs, yeah, they typically stay the same price.
Because they know that's gonna sell, I guess. I don't know. That's really weird.
I can't find it because I have like a whole bunch of people I'm following on YouTube. I can't remember the dude's name, but he seems pretty legit. He it's just like a thing that he does. Like he tests his phones. But anyway, so that test was done on the Pro Max that cracked when it failed his bin taste. I mean bin test, not bin taste.
And that's the only one that failed? The other one's passed?
The other one's passed. So the regular 15, like the regular size one, not the Pro or the Max, but the regular size one, he did that test and it didn't crack at all.
Is it thin? Is it because it's thinner?
Perhaps.
Or that's wild.
The material they use might be thinner. I don't know. But
Look
he
at
also tested to see if it was real titanium, and it was.
The back. Well, hold on. So the back plate.
So the part that cracked isn't the titanium.
Got
It's a
it.
glass plate on the back of on the back of the phone. That's what cracked.
Oh, but then the shell on the next layer was the titanium.
The titanium is
Got it.
underneath the glass shell.
Well, then that's
Obviously, that didn't break because you can't break.
yeah. Then that's fine. If you're cool with having, you can just make it a stylistic choice. Just it's cracked because that's how I
$200
wanted it.
to get that replaced.
How much is? Wait, what?
To get that glass film or whatever it's called replaced is $200.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm cool on that. I mean, it might cut you. I guess that's right. I was gonna say, what's the? You could just leave it cracked, but I'm like, it might drop pieces of glass and cut you. So did that sway you from getting a max? Were you ever gonna get a max, or are you just gonna get the regular?
I usually always get the biggest one.
So did this sway you against that, or are you gonna stick with the max?
I'm probably still gonna get the Max Pro because of the camera, the different cameras.
Okay.
Um, but I'm planning on putting the case on it anyway. I mean, the only reason why my current phone looks the way it looks now is because I had the bright idea one day to just not to take the case off the phone. It's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to walk around with it naked. It'll be all right. No, it wasn't all right because this phone look really bad. It looks like I've been dropping it every day, but
It looks like you
I
went.
might have dropped it maybe like a total of maybe like 5 times.
It look. I was gonna say yours looks like you went 10-0 on it.
Yeah,
Like,
like it looks like I dropped it like every day, multiple times, but
yeah.
it's only been like maybe like 5 times. And on top of it, I think that this phone held up pretty well because this is like really old. Like this is the 10, iPhone 10,
Oh, okay. The
and it
iPhone.
still works even though it looks like it's been through Armageddon.
It looks like you purposely ran it over multiple times. Like you have part of your screen is just permanently green now.
Um, yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Is the green. That's the thing that's like pushing me to buy a new phone. Is because of this green line going down the middle of my screen.
So you're saying if it wasn't that, you'd still keep it busted like that?
I will probably eventually just get the back replaced.
What you should do is on the back, just start putting like dye, like color, and then you have like stained glass like a church.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That'd be pretty
You do
cool.
it yet?
Yeah, right. He's in the middle of doing it now.
Yeah, show me.
If I had a button and it swaps his video with like some fake YouTube video of someone staining glass.
I also want to get
Helicopter.
the Ultra. What is it? The Ultra watch.
Is that the athletic one, like the one that they use for like
Yeah,
the mountain
the one
climbing stuff?
well, there's 3 different ones, but I don't think so. This is it's so weird because I was on a website. So like, there's 3 different ones. There's one that's for working, like it says specifically for. Hold on, let me just be super accurate and go to.
Because I know they had the regular watch, and then they unveiled the Ultra last year to be for like the people who are out like doing outdoor stuff, and it's more durable and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
they came out with an Ultra too. Okay, so like if you go through the buy section, um,
Why do they still do numbered instead of years? I think it's easier to track if you just do the year, right?
yeah, I would think so too. So do you have straight off the rip? You have 3 options, which is it's not it's not the watch itself; it's the band. So you have Alpine Loop, which is for outdoors and adventure. Then you have Trail Loop, which is for working out, and then you have Ocean Band, which is for underwater activities
Take it by the
and
hand.
recreational diving. So obviously, I'm gonna get the one that's Trail Loop for working out.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's like the middle one. That's not like the most
Yeah,
expensive. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's not like one is better than the other. It's just designed specifically for that particular.
activity.
activity. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's gonna run you a lot, dude. The phone and that.
Yeah, so like okay, so like boom, if I select trail loop and I select this one, then we move on to band size, medium, large, 145 to 220 millimeters. I think my wrist is like 203 millimeters.
The option is medium large, or are you just reading out the options?
So the options are between band sizes is small to medium, which is 130 to 180 millimeters, and then the second option is medium to large, which
Okay, so
is
it's like a range. Got it. That's what I was asking. If it was like a
yeah,
range, or
yes, in range.
gotcha. That's pretty. That makes
So
sense.
medium large, no trading. So right now we're sitting at 799.
Plus tax.
We haven't got to
Yeah,
tax
the
yet.
tax is gonna be like, yeah, you need to give me your second wheel from your car.
So um okay, Apple Care Plus, I already have that. So we're looking at 898
Just for the watch?
for everything.
Well, I mean, like,
Wait,
I'm talking about
yeah,
the
yeah, for everything.
the phone and the watch.
No, just the watch.
That's
But
what I
I'm
was saying.
saying like all the options that come with the watch that you pick,
Yeah,
it comes out to 898.
that's
So
insane, dog.
you get the
That's a
watch, you get the watch which is made of titanium, the wristband, and then you also get a wireless magnetic charger, which is USB-C.
But you could probably use that with some aftermarket. Like you could probably save some cash and get an aftermarket MagSafe charger because their chargers are just way too much cash, and you can get the same thing for something else like Anchor, especially. Anchor's out here just undercutting them all the time, and I can vouch for Anchor. Anything I get from Anchor, it works, lasts a long time. And we're not sponsored, but if you want to, Anchor, you know my number. 4.
Speaking of Anchor, I think that's never mind. Completely different company. I thought that's who made my watch case face, but the band thing, but it's not.
I mean,
Sp-
they might have been
no, it's
ANKER.
no, it's I don't know how to pronounce it. Like Spigen, SPIGEN.
Nah, bro, that's
You've
I don't
seen
know.
their stuff before.
No, I was just confirming that's definitely not Anchor. I don't think they have a line.
No,
That's
that's different.
Spy something. That's
Mm-hmm.
wild.
Spy Family, something like that.
So 800 for the watch, almost 900 for the watch, and then the phone itself is another 800, 900, right? Or you said to get the
Oh,
max, so that's
that's
1500.
true. So if we go to the watch real quick,
Go to the watch real quick.
Apple Watch. So wait, what's wrong with this website?
You mean Apple's site?
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to order it, dude.
All right.
Like everyone's hitting it
Okay.
right now.
So boom. Start out with so you so you could
Which
get
ones?
a 15 Pro or 15 Pro Max. I was gonna get the 15 Pro Max, which starts at
Like,
1199.
jeez, dude.
Um, the options for colors suck. You got natural titanium, blue titanium, white titanium, and black titanium, and
Wait,
they literally look like they're all the same color. That the only thing that's different is they look like they adjusted the hue.
what is
But whatever.
natural? What color is natural titanium?
Probably more silver grayish, I'm
It
assuming.
looks like a brown version of the white, like not a brown, like a tan version of the white titanium.
Oh
That's
no,
what I'm
dude.
saying. They all look like they're in the same color, but the hue is just different.
Good hue.
That's terrible, dude. They should definitely switch to different. I mean, make warm colors, make cool colors, make neutral ones. Get a
Yeah,
selection.
they're all neutral, but I picked blue titanium because that looks the most colorful. Then you have options between 256, 512, and 1 terabyte. Of course, I mean, if I'm gonna go ham, I might as well get 1 terabyte.
For what? You should just stick with the 256. What the heck do you need a terabyte for?
Videos?
You're gonna get a camera.
But I'm looking at my history, right? So check this out. Let me see if I can.
Whoa, I don't want to see your history of the videos you watch, Randall. Chill.
Library. Isn't it somewhere on here that shows you? Oh yeah, I just passed it. Dang.
That shows you what?
Okay, yeah. On my phone right now, I currently have 663 videos.
Okay, but you can back it up to your iCloud.
And of course I can't see how many photos I have because the green line is going, it's like blocking the number. There's
Of
like
course.
100 and something and
You
87.
can't turn it sideways?
Yeah,
to-
687 photos, 663 videos. So
yeah, you can back that all up
like
on the...
I make a lot of videos.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Not those kind of videos.
Go onlyfans.com/ Mr. Better there.
So yeah, so I think those are all the options. Oh wait, no trade in.
That's wild. Yeah, dude, you could just use the 256 and just back that up to the cloud. You don't need a terabyte, homie. Unless you're just literally recording a 4K 30 feature film or some shit. And if you're doing that, why are you getting a camera?
No, my phone's downstairs. I'm sorry.
I can save you a lot of. How much is it just from the changing the internal memory? How much is it 256 versus the terabyte one?
It's just a $200 difference.
That's $200 I can go to your watch, homie.
This guy.
And you can use your phone as a camera.
And you can use your phone as a camera.
So we don't have to stare at our Rick
I-
and Morty version
I-
of ourselves.
For real.
He had to put it back because it was too much.
I wonder. I thought they added. I think with the newest update, they added it so you can use it wired too, right?
And then he used a spatula to serve it.
What?
So
What, the
sorry.
phone as a camera?
Yeah, because before it was wired, like you would have to use an app to do it. But I think now, isn't it like natively you can connect it with iOS 17 or something?
He's
Or
on
my
pictures.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I got the update today, but I haven't really delved into any of the new features. I have to go look to see what 17 has.
My mom wants an iPad mini.
don't
I have
think
to
it
get
was
her one of
anything.
those.
It's just pussy.
I don't think they added a new one, right? During that?
No.
Okay. I didn't know they had a mini. I thought it was just iPad, and I
Yeah,
thought they had
they
I thought they had the regular iPad and then the Air one. Or
They
that's the
have
MacBook. Never mind.
They have a Pro, an Air, a Mini, and a regular one.
Kill me. Kind of the same thing.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah. 'Cause, like,
Okay.
sisters are interchangeable,
I don't know.
like,
Well, after mine shits the bed, I'm going back to Android to see what's hot over there. And then when that shits the bed, I'll swap back. And that'll be probably like, what, iPhone 27 or something?
Okay, but if I'm not vegetable,
Right.
you're just gonna let
Yes.
me be a vegetable?
Probably.
I think this is the longest I've ever waited to
If
get a
I
new
if I
phone.
am, sure, but if no, then no.
It's only been, what, 3-4 years?
No.
You said you had the iPhone 10. They come out with a new one every year.
I guess, yeah.
This is what? Oh, the 5th one? So yeah, 4 or 5 years.
Hold up. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Eve.
Because as soon as they started learning their little, the routine, that's just really marginal difference every year. People still buy it. They're not going to stop. I don't think-
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's been 7 years.
Did they have a skip year? Maybe
Because,
during COVID?
iPhone 10 came out November 3rd, 2017.
Oh, then never mind. That's 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years.
Did they have a buy year?
That would be enough to.
I don't know.
Maybe during the COVID stuff. That makes sense. Because I know it's every year they drop another one. So, and that's what Pixel's starting to do now. So, every year is, hey man, our camera looks different. All right. And we sort of updated the operating system so that but we're gonna sell you a phone with it too. Okay. Why not just give me the OS update? Nah.
Jeez, I had this phone for 6 years. That's crazy.
And near the end is when you started just boxing it.
But it's crazy because it's still holding up.
Well, yeah, after they gave us the option to turn off that battery saving stuff, you can keep using your phone over and over. Because remember that was the thing that they released. They're like, yeah, we had a battery optimization thing, so the older it is, it'll use less battery or something. So that's why people's phones were like slowing down a bunch near the end of the battery life.
Mm.
Or I could just be making this all up. I could have sworn that was a thing.
No. I remember that. That's true.
Neat. Yeah, I think mine's gonna last a while as well. The only thing that's giving me issues, like the I don't know if it's just my weird ass fingers, but the screen itself. Like sometimes I'll tap and I'm like, it's not as accurate as I think it is. I'm like, I definitely didn't click that, especially if like I bring down the what is it, the quick access widgets or whatever, the top right thing, and I'm like, oh, switch to the next song, and then it goes, oh, you wanted to just bring up the whole app? No, fam, I sort of, gosh, I hit the next button.
I mean, yeah, I have that issue too, but it's only in corners. So I don't know if that's what the thing is. It's like sometimes when I'm like trying to select things that's like in the corner, like at the top left or whatever, I find myself like pressing it like 2 or 3 times before it like registers.
Mine just registers in the wrong location. I'm waiting for me to hit a certain spot on the screen, and then it just shut off. It's like, oh, you probably hit the power button.
Oh, mine does something like that. So like, okay, if I make a phone call or I get a phone call and I try to switch to speaker, every time I tap the screen to switch to speaker, the screen goes black. So then I have to hold the phone up to my face so that the screen comes back on, and then I try to press speaker again, and then it goes black.
What the hell? Yeah, well, it's different with your context and mine, because mine hasn't been suplexed off the top of the rope. So, but since yours has been battered a little bit, there might be some internal stuff that's freaking out.
Yeah.
That's wild. So you're gonna get the thickest case for yours?
I was looking at something what is it called? Rhino something.
That sounds like it'll be durable. That's kind of the go-to. What is the other thing that's Rhino? That paint that people use in the back of their trucks?
Rhino Shield, that's what it's called.
Or am I tripping?
I don't know.
I'm probably tripping.
I didn't know they had other animals for cases. I know OtterBox, and that's all I know.
Yeah, but I could have sworn there was something about Rhino that people use for like the beds of their trucks.
I think when they want to rob a bank, they use Rhino. But
That's
if Spikey's around, it stops.
Comment below if you guys know about rhinos in general.
I saw one give birth to Ace Ventura.
Facts. So did I. That was quite the documentary.
Yeah.
Sick. All right, Brian.
You can customize the case too. Put anything you want on it.
So what you gonna put on it? What kind of pornography are you gonna put on it?
I mean, if I was going to spend the money to get the customized one, I'd probably put either like my clothing brand logo on it or I don't know, something video game related.
Like a pornographic game, or
Do they make pornographic video games?
they sure do.
I didn't know that was a thing.
They sure do. I can show you a section of Steam if you want. That'll enlighten you. You sure?
Yeah, I do remember that that one game they played, Funhouse. What is it called?
I don't know. They played a porn game on Funhouse. I don't remember that.
I don't think it was porn, but it was like risque. It was it's
I don't
like muscle guys with no like oiled up muscle guys and
Mount Your
you,
Friends.
what is it called?
Mount Your Friends. The Anthony actually won an Evo of that game.
That's not a pornographic game.
I didn't say porno. I said risque.
It's when they're like the men are you're trying to get higher and higher. Like
Yeah.
that's Mount Your Friends.
Yeah, Anthony had quite a run one year at Evo. He had you know those people that like pretend they don't know anything just to swindle you, Randall?
Yeah.
That was Anthony. He's like, I've never played this before. He was doing electrics with cartwheels to flip the body over. That shit was crazy. Took $20 from me.
The only reason I knew about that tech is I've seen other people play, so I knew you can swing. So I'm like, let me try it, and then I just
He's seen
happened to
other
hit it.
people from his replays in rank.
Yeah, when I hit
Yeah.
diamond.
That's a real piece of shit. He hit diamond. He's already better than me.
I thought you were at diamond already. I thought you said you went back and then came back up.
I'm diamond, yeah.
Okay, so how am I better than you?
Because you never left.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Freak.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta do all that shit over starting tomorrow.
Oh, with Aki,
Yeah.
but you're gonna be fighting other Akis the entire day, right? Like everyone's just gonna be picking the same character.
Probably. I'm probably not gonna play her tomorrow, but probably maybe on Friday. Grind it out. If I know some friends who will learn it like that. If not, I'll just do casual for at least a month or two and then do ranked. I think I waited like a month with Marissa.
I think you should learn the moveset, and once you know the moveset, go into rank. Don't wait a month.
No,
able to-
I want to place myself like, oh, this is where I am right now after this amount of work. You know what I mean?
Oh, you trying to guess what you're gonna place?
I want to play a bit with her and then rank as a way to like, oh, this is a skill level I'm playing with her.
Oh, okay.
I just happened to place diamond with Marissa. You know, go figure.
What was that?
That's wild.
Did Aki come out yet?
Tomorrow. He just talked about it, random.
Oh, okay.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
no
Not,
random
I'm sorry. Not
event.
tomorrow. You said Thursday, right?
No, it comes out tomorrow.
That's weird. Not on a Tuesday.
Comes out on random days. Rashid came out on a Monday.
That is weird. I thought all this. Okay, that makes sense. Whatever. I know a lot of game stuff comes out Tuesdays for the most part. I guess they're.
How do you hate nice weather?
Excuse me.
Oh, you didn't even die.
That's what it says. It says she hates nice weather and anyone but her master.
Some people like rainy days more than sunny days. Some people like to just chill.
I like
On a-
rainy
on a-
days.
Yeah, like some people like prefer rainy days because you get to be cozy. It depends on the person.
I need her second outfit to have a purple version.
I mean, you're on PC. You can just make that happen.
I want it to be available.
Okay.
Here's a real question for myself. Do I like that costume enough to just buy it, or do I go through the hassle of loading up that single player again to grind out money to get this item to max out her favorite, get that costume? That's
The
the real question.
The second option, because that way you know if you actually like playing as her.
But I really like that outfit though.
But what would you get an outfit even though you're not gonna play the character you like? You don't like the character?
I really don't like that last mapping, man. I don't know how you do it.
Trying to think if I've ever done that.
Because if
I mean, technically, I've bought characters I have no interest in.
well, we know that that's in the lore now. We definitely know that. But I'm saying for a costume, dude, like
That's what I'm trying to think of.
I think grinding it out with that character, you'd be like, okay, I'm either bored of the character, so I don't need the costume, and you just hard exit, and you don't have to worry about grinding anymore.
That's the thing. I'd have to do story mode, and so I'm not really grinding her out. I'm grinding her little shitty moveset that they let you pick in story mode.
That's true. Then never mind. I thought they had arcade mode where you can just get it. I thought you got it from the arcade mode, like or something.
Nope, if you don't get it with just money immediately, you gotta
World tour.
max out her favorite, your relationship with her. Did it with
Okay.
Marissa, did it with Cammy.
Oh shit.
And that's it.
I think so. I think
Oh, you don't care about anybody else. That's fair. Excuse me. Okay. Brian, I need to hear your thoughts on Cyberpunk Edge Runners because me and Randall watched that a while back.
I liked it. I like the art style.
Yeah.
The characters, for the most part, I enjoyed. The main character, I didn't feel any type of way towards him. I didn't hate him. I didn't love him. The underdogs are still on top.
Is it
Yeah.
David? Okay. What's this? His love interest name? What's the lead girl name?
Lucy.
Lucy. That's what it was. Thank you. David and Lucy. I didn't tad onto the stuff you liked on there. What I also liked is that they did a good job of making it feel like it's Night City. The environments, the way they drew it, even the lingo they use. Everyone's still calling each other Choom and it's pre
Flatlined them and that's
flatlined
preem.
them. It's
Can't
preem.
make no
Like
eddies off of this.
yeah. Like I felt like I was back in it, which is kind of why I like they did. I think they did a good job with that.
That's why I'm glad I watched it ahead of time. So it kind of brought me back in without having to load it up. Did a good job within the world. And callbacks or like references to things that exist in the game and seeing it back like Rogue. They have a montage part and you see her there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when this takes place though. Did they say like
Did,
compared to the game?
I think it does. I think it's before the game, but I'd have to
I
double
don't
check.
think so though because
Doesn't it have to be before the game
Yeah.
because they show Adam Smasher?
It's before the
he's
game.
in the game.
No, Brian, he's before the game because there's an Easter egg about those characters in the game.
Okay. Okay, but Adam Smasher's in the game though, so that's not really
Yeah, but
why.
don't you kill him?
Yeah, but Brian's
The
saying
game?
is what Brian is saying is that he's alive in both, so they can technically run it can
Oh, you mean
technically
like
run
it's like
asynchronously.
side by side,
Yeah,
Mhm.
parallel?
but I think it parallel. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. But I think it happens before because I mean, spoilers for people. You find their graveyards in the game, like, and it has little messages for each for a lot of the characters that were in the show.
Who buried them?
It's not a berry. You know how the slots that you go to?
Oh, where the body would be?
Yeah, not the body. I guess they were out buried, but like you know how like in John Wick when he went to go to in one of the John Wicks, they go and like the burial ground is like a pillar and their bodies are in it. If that makes sense, it's like that. And then it
You get
shows.
loot?
I haven't gotten there. I just saw that someone found it and put it on Twitter. I'm like, oh, that's pretty neat. That's a good touch. And they all have like pretty nice verbiage for
Descriptions?
each for each of them. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty neat.
Nice. I liked most of the characters.
Same.
I knew nothing going in besides Cyberpunk. So I'm glad to see that no one was safe. And then at the end, you realize
Yeah.
no one's safe.
Nobody's safe. Yeah. That's what kind of I liked about it. And it was like a mini. It wasn't like
Very
it wasn't
Rogue
like
One-ish.
yeah, it wasn't set up in a way like oh we're gonna keep going with these characters. It was just like this is what happens to these people in the because that's why I liked it because the show the main character is the city. It's always been even when you're playing the game like Night City's the main character and you're just living in it and you see all the bullshit that happens in it. That's why it's so cool and they kept that kind of energy. It's like oh we're not here to just follow one person and make them like invincible or whatever. So
There's story things that that I didn't agree with, but it makes sense. I mean, for example, David's whole second part of his arc.
the Scarface downfall, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, but then I mean, it makes sense given who he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They,
once you see it happen, you're like, okay, I know where his arc ends.
mm-hmm.
Those,
That's the thing. Up until it ends, I'm like, are they gonna anime this, or they're gonna stand
mm-hmm.
on their ground?
And they did.
And I'm glad they stood on the ground. I like because it's a show about Night City. I like how they downplay like uh, big things that happen, like his mother dying. That shit was like, oh, by the way.
Yeah. And it just happened, and then they keep it moving. That's kind of how I mean. Unfortunately, that's kind of how I went with the game itself. Like, I wish you had more time with Jackie, and they just he came and went, and then it was like that's just the life in Night City. And that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it because I saw it. I'm like, I think you might have liked it. I think I recommended it to you when we first reviewed it.
Soundtrack's just as good, and it fits this art style more than the game itself. To me, in my opinion.
I see it because it's stylized and like it's. I know what you mean. I think it does too.
Like I mentioned, just all the characters that they showed acted well, are written well. A lot of things portrayed really well. Like the first time they actually, the second time they show cyber psychosis.
Yeah.
All that shit was done really well.
And because I mean, we can slowly transition to Cyberpunk here.
That's when
Uh,
they started out.
Once that came out, people started modding the game to have cyberpsychosis, and then the 2.0 update added that. Like that now there's cyberpsychosis you got to manage. So, and I thought that was really good
I say I didn't know that.
because remember before it just hard limited you that you can add cyberware stuff. Now you have a meter of how much you can do, and if you go over, there's a chance of cyberpsychosis. And I'm like, that's really dope.
Nice. Yeah, it'd be cool if they kept. It'd be cool if they kept doing something like this for Cyberpunk, but
Different
um,
cast, yeah,
different casts, different sections. Like we followed the street runner side. What if they show us like the corpo people?
yeah. Like we
Like,
did the
like
net
someone climb
runners,
into
yeah.
Arasaka,
That'd be dope. Or
the
follow the
nomad
or
section.
I mean, for you, we could follow the voodoo guys.
Yeah,
Uh, Voodoo Boys, I think it is.
yeah.
'Cause I think they have like some Jamaicans there and some and they have French people there with
French,
like yeah
speak Creole.
Creole. That's what it is. Sorry, not Jamaican.
Um, it'd be nice. And it's good world building. It's kind of the same thing I asked for, and they're kind of doing with Arcane.
Oh, I cannot wait for. I
I,
gotta
I don't.
rewatch that actually. I gotta re-download that and watch it again because I have that art style just needs to be watched over and over again.
There's a few songs I gotta see if they even have the Edge Runners soundtrack separate. There's a few songs that I remember liking, but I didn't look into it at all.
I believe so because I think it could be me manifesting this, but I could have sworn or fabricating this, not manifesting it. Uh, when the show came out, I thought I saw it as a new release on Spotify. Cause I think I had Spotify at the time, so I think the OST is on streaming services.
Do you guys remember your favorite character or no?
Yeah, the small blue hair girl with the guns,
Rebecca?
Yeah,
I respect it.
she's
Somebody
down.
random.
Yeah, she looks like a loyal one. So
She was.
and she does not hesitate to bring the Glocks out, and I'm like, that's her. That's the one. She's a ride or die easily. She'll kill for you, dude. Who else was cool? There was another character.
Who's your favorite random?
It's the same person. It actually really bothered me when she died.
Yeah, it was a crazy one. Yeah, I might have to rewatch both, bro. And just watch Arcane and Cyberpunk. Those are good video game adaptations, dude. Or I guess I don't know if it's an adaptation, but I guess so it is for anime. Oh, speaking of which, did it come out yet? Or it comes out in October? I forgot when the next Castlevania did. Cannot wait.
It's either October or November, but I didn't realize. Is it next week that Loki starts?
It is?
It's in October, early October. I don't remember if it's.
Oh.
What is next week? Actually,
No, you're right. This is the last week of September, so October's coming up soon. And what's it called, Randall? I need you to pick up that PS5 and take off the dust because Spider-Man's coming out in a month. So
early or late October?
Late October.
Okay, good.
You have some time.
I heard Sony got hacked.
Today?
Yeah.
When? Whoa, today?
I don't know exactly when, but it was recent.
What was taken? Like, do we have to change passwords or?
I don't know. It's like ransomware, I think.
But they said like 6,000 accounts got affected.
Then then I gotta remind myself to change the password just in case. Because that isn't 6,006. How much was it? They said 6,000.
6,000.
That could be in that list. I need to change my password then.
If somebody hacked into mine, maybe they can finish my games for me.
Well, it's just in case you have any if you have any payment options attached to your account.
I don't think I
if you have a PayPal or a credit card or something attached to your account, they can access it.
To be honest, I think the card that's associated with my PSN is probably outdated now.
Oh, so then you're good. They're not gonna be able to use it. You talking about like it's expired or whatever from like the back?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you should be good. But still, man, because you have games attached to that account, last thing you want them signing in and then changing the password on you or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because how are you gonna play Spider-Man 2? You're making a whole ass of a new account? No. For what? You waited to get that username, Randall. Okay. Oh no, never mind. You got that one easy. The one you were waiting for was the Twitch one.
Yeah, and I still can't. Even after all this time, I don't understand why an account that's like inactive, they won't just delete it and let somebody else use that name.
It's probably their policy. It's just to protect the peeps who
It's
have
been
the name.
years
But
though, man.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's just like an either outdated policy or they don't care enough to change that policy. Because of course they don't have anyone who's like bringing in so much cash that they're like, oh, we need to change the policy because if not they'll leave. That's usually how it works. Out in the business world. All right, cool. It's good to know that you enjoyed Inch Runners.
Yeah.
And for those people who haven't seen it, go check it out. I don't think you even have to be a fan of the Cyberpunk world. It's actually probably a good introduction.
Yeah. It doesn't overstay its welcome. At least I didn't feel that way. Dorio's my favorite. Big buff lady.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I figured you picked her. Is she peg tier or
I would.
okay? Godspeed.
She's also a ride or die too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny. Minus one, minus Kiwi.
Yeah, unfortunately, I thought she was real cool, but then once the betrayal happened, I'm like, that sucks. There's always one, dude. Sucks
I liked
ass.
Matt Mercer's character too. They didn't really give him a proper introduction with Falco.
Yeah, but I thought he was cool too. That sequence though, the whole that truck, that chase in the Badlands or whatever, that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna mention? Oh, thank you, because you reminded me of the introduction. Randall, it is time now. You remember how you said I'm gonna wait till they fix Cyberpunk? I think this is the last. To our knowledge, the last update. Then 2.0 is actually really nice so far.
This is it. They might patch some things,
But
but they said once they're done Phantom Liberty, almost everybody's getting pulled to Witcher 4.
To Witcher 4. So this is it, Randall. You've been waiting. This is as good as it's gonna get.
No.
You officially said that they're done on The Witcher?
I think I almost told you this or something.
That they're moving off. That's what you said just now, right?
Oh, I mean, I remember you telling me. I didn't know if it was just official news or if you were like speculating.
Well, I mean, Phantom Liberty came out today. So like they're now working on another expansion, to our knowledge, and they're gonna move on. So
You don't need to start Cyberpunk. You need to finish Witcher. I don't hear no excuse. I'm just savoring it. You can't savor something that's only installed.
I don't even know if you have that installed anymore. What games do you have? Can you open up Steam and tell me what you have installed right now?
Tekken 7,
I know
Tekken
he-
6, Tekken 5.
Cyberpunk is installed, and Witcher 2 is installed.
You like the ending?
Oh, Witcher 2. Yeah, every time you guys mention Witcher, I take a 3 because I think 3 was my favorite.
I think 3 is by far the best, but
Yeah.
2 is also really good. Still never got an answer as to why they started with the number 2, but
They like to be hip, try different things. They know that in the future they're gonna make one again, or I mean one for the first time, like a remaster for a prequel. So that's why it's 2 now, because they're like, we're gonna come back and do the first one. They basically what happened was when you buy Witcher 2 now, they just give you the book so you can read what happens in the first game, or what they want to do in the first game, and then the second one starts.
that's what they should do. That shit is dog shit, bro.
I can definitely see them doing like a rematch, like on that engine, especially to bring hype for Witcher 4. Oh, here's a remaster of 1 or something, with
If they
all
did
the quality of life stuff they did for 2 and 3. I can see that easily happening.
If they did a collection, I can see them doing that as well.
Oh, collection, you're right.
Once they figure out their engine for whatever they're doing with 4, just have a side team maybe converting the games to that engine. I don't know.
Yeah. But we'll see. I don't know how they do their business there. But yeah, Randall, this is the time. If you were waiting, because you're still on that sci-fi kick, then this will be the game to get into. Yeah, maybe. Would you consider Cyberpunk sci-fi? I guess so, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because I always attach sci-fi with space travel or something, or time travel.
The thing, okay, so I feel like I have to say this for whatever reason. the game runs better. They did a lot of quality of life stuff gameplay wise. Do not expect a revamped story.
Yeah, the story's still
If
the same, but he hasn't played the story, so
yeah, but I mean he's heard
I
us
started the story though.
right.
a
But
lot of starting, Randall.
Huh?
Whole
whole
lot of
lot.
starting.
Mm-hmm. But what Brian's saying is that there wasn't any huge changes in narrative, is what he's saying. So like you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get the same ending we got. It's just that now it's more stable, way more stable. And they changed a little bit of the progression, which is nice. I'm actually liking the way they're doing it now than they did before.
Yeah, I don't remember leveling this quickly.
Correct. Which is why they figured out that the pacing is like we need them to do like one or two missions and back into, hey, how do I want to make my build?
I'm not even really doing missions. I just drive forward and then, oh, there's something going on here. All
The
right.
the Night City PD stuff.
Uh,
So Brian's just a cop now.
Honestly, that's what it is. Cause somehow I got a free like muscle car, so I'm just driving through with that, listening to jazz, and hey, there's a problem over here. All right.
I did get a car for doing the boxing stuff. There's a guy who puts his car on the line, and he's like a pregnant girl, like a pregnant girlfriend or something. And he
I
puts
need
his
to
car on the line, and I'm like, you're gonna lose this car. You actually have the option after you beat him to like, either he can keep the cash, but you take the car. Like you have to put. He says drop how much the car costs as collateral, like because we're gonna fight for money. So it's 20 grand I drop for him, and then if he wins, he gets my 20 grand. If I win, I get his car. But then after you finish the fight, you have an option like, oh, you can keep the cash. I take the car. I'm taking both because I won, so I can keep my cash. Or you can just keep the car. You give him. You can any variation. And I'm like, I'll take everything. Thank you. Leave that man out to dry, bro. Don't try to challenge me. The heck do you think is gonna happen?
I thought you say he had a pregnant girlfriend though.
Correct. Sure
who
did.
told him a bit.
Who told him to put the bet down, Randall? He's a grown ass individual.
Maybe he was trying to earn extra cash so that he can support his baby.
He
Well,
did.
don't try.
That's exactly what happened. Do it. You had a chance to get more cash. You failed. Oh well. You feel me, player? So
Yeah,
Randall's.
if you
So it
want to
sounds
say
like
something
Randall's gonna
about
give
it,
him the cash. Yeah,
if
it
he says
sounds.
something about it,
We can pick. Yeah, I had guns on me.
Is there an option to give him the car and the cash?
Yeah, you can. There's an option to be like, you know what, just keep everything.
but you get the baby.
Yeah, you get. Can you imagine that dialogue? But that baby's mine. What? Yeah, I think there's an option for all of that. So you can give him the cash, the car, or both, or take everything.
Both.
20 grand, Randall. Like in the beginning, unless you like.
Is it hard to
In the
grind to get money?
In the beginning, it is. So it depends on when you do that. When you do that mission.
I don't think it's that hard at all. I walk around like 30K almost at all times after I spend it on myself.
Well, the context is what Brian just said 2 minutes ago. He walks around and just shoots everyone and takes everyone's cash.
Oh, so you're robbing like regular people?
No,
Yeah, regular people.
It's like, so the Night City Police Department puts like, hey, there's trouble here. So if you want to help them out, take out, like a robbery or, they're doing something, you can go take out those criminals and then just loot them. And some of them have cash. So.
It's funny that my build now is almost the exact same as the first playthrough by accident, but more hacking. So like my intelligence is almost maxed out, and then I'm like, silence pistol.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm trying something else now with just going straight technical ability. Before I had like a mixture of a lot of trees, and I'm like, let me see what happens if I just go down one. And it's pretty good. I pretty much use tech weapons, which is like lightning stuff and stuff.
The
It's
smart
really
link or the
that's smart weapons. Tech tech weapons are like the lightning ones that you can charge before you shoot, and those things do damage, dude.
I thought about doing the smart link weapons because I mean that's on the same tree, but I didn't notice if like you can have it lock onto someone's head or something. If you can, I'll bother. But if not,
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know if it auto.
it auto locks onto them. I just don't know if it.
But I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think you can auto aim at a specific appendage or something. Yeah, and now that Randall, this is the best time for you, Randall, because you have a GPU that needs to be flexed. RT overdrive mode is out for PC versions, and you have yet to play the game. So you can play with literally every RT overdrive on, which is almost everything that possibly can be ray traced is on. So it's gonna look fantastic. You have no idea what the hell's happening in the story, so you get to see a lot of stuff for
Well,
new.
I don't know how far I got, but I know.
Not far enough.
Yeah, not far enough. You know what I'm saying?
What was the last thing I did? To be honest,
Probably,
Character creation, I think.
maybe, yeah.
no, no. I had already lost my job at the corporation. Then I met Jackie, and we went drinking. And some people showed up.
As they do. They definitely show up, and then you got to shoot them usually.
I think you're just describing the montage that's literally at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you're still literally not even 2 hours in.
I don't think you got through the tutorial part.
Yeah, I got through the tutorial part because I hated it. I remember that part.
But I mean, I'm just letting you know this is the time.
Uh,
Down in the
how-
last.
The tutorial part. How does the tutorial part end?
I think it's different depending on who you start out with.
No, because there's a certain scene and then they show the title of the game. And that's the whole section about before that's the tutorial.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
You're right.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
When I say tutorial part, are you thinking about the fake military drill?
Where the black chick is teaching you how to fight.
Yeah.
That's not the tutorial.
That's a tutorial. That's not the tutorial section of the game.
I know this is she teaches you how to fight, how to hack,
How to love.
how to what?
She teaches you how to love.
Oh. Yeah, that's all I remember is the fighting and the hacking. Like there's different scenarios on how to hack cameras and um I guess the guy's brain or something like that to get him to do stuff.
Yeah, you can, depending on which quick hack you have on, you can fry their. You can disable their eyes. You can overheat their
Short circuit them.
short circuits. Another one.
That's what I've been doing a lot. That
No,
and one thing I'm upset about is I was hoping they like revamped the character creation and you can. But the build that I wanted to do was just big buff lady. Can't really do that.
I thought there was like a physique change thing.
You can make if you pick a lady, you can make her boobs bigger.
Oh, but you can't make her like swole.
Yeah, you can't do anything like that, which is underwhelming to me.
Is there a swole thing for men? No, right? It's because I just picked the default thing and kept it moving. So I
think
don't know.
there is.
Okay. I didn't really, because this game's a pure first person game, so you can't see yourself unless you're like in a mirror. So I'm like, why the fuck am I going to change what I look like if I
When you go
can't
in
see
your
it?
inventory,
And I don't even care because I'm just looking to put stuff that's better, what is it? Better stats and better guns.
because
and
the
they-
clothes doesn't have stats anymore.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sure
like
why
it.
they did that.
I kind of wish that they kind of combined it and you can have stats and just transmog.
But that's why you can have a transmog and then also pick different things. And I'm like, for what? It's a little weird. I must have missed something. But yeah. Yeah, the new update and now the new expansion. I'm back into Cyberpunk for the third time now. What was I gonna mention? Yeah, to close that off, Randall, this is the time. This is the time to start playing it to completion. Not
With
a
an
little bit at a
asterisk.
time.
Is it Idris Elba DLC out?
Yeah, it came out today. Like that. This is the time. Buy the DLC. Like buy the DLC. It came out today, and this is the time because the DLC happens in the middle of the game. It's not like you finish the game and then you go into the DLC. Like you can do the DLC in the middle of it because of the way the story progresses. Anywho,
You gonna do it in the middle or you gonna wait till the end?
me,
I mean, if it's
if it's in the middle, I'm gonna have it. Yeah, whenever it comes organically.
I want to do it exactly how the story is written. So
Yeah.
if it happens organically in the middle, then I'm just gonna do it in the middle.
Same. The second I hear Idris Elba's voice and he's like, "Hey, whatever," I'm like, wherever that mission takes me, that's where I'm going.
It's coming. I'm almost at that spot. I looked up where
Yeah.
it starts, or like around what area in the story, and I'm almost there.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait to see whenever it pops up organically, and I'm just gonna go and do it.
I'm just trying to remember what I need to do so that I can just wife Judy, and then I don't remember how far in the story I gotta get to the
And you still trying to get that shit?
I
talking
mean,
shit.
it's not gonna be try anymore because I think it was a hard lock to the gender, right?
Yeah,
And it's not anymore.
No,
still is. I
it
made a
still
lady.
is.
Oh,
Oh, can you get with Claire,
Who the hell's Claire?
the engineer bartender chick?
No, I tried almost my entire first playthrough,
Okay, there we go.
and,
And
and apparently with this DLC they didn't add any other options,
that
like
sucks.
romantic options. But
Because
that was my first choice. I saw her.
yeah,
I'm
same.
like, and then I looked it up and they said no, and I'm like, all right. And then I saw Pan Am. I'm like, I guess.
Yeah,
But
it sounds like
first, even then, I'm like, but wait, still Judy, and then obviously she doesn't roll that way, and I'm like, all right, I guess.
yeah. So it's Pan Am again for me again. Okay, good to know. I didn't do anything with Pan Am this round because I'm like maybe there's a way to get Claire, but apparently not. Okay.
Unless they changed it, let me look it up. Let me pray real quick. And actually, that actually make me mad. If you can now, but
Because
it
you
only
just
the dude
made a
version.
yeah, that would be
That shit would
that'd be
piss
really
me the hell
funny.
off, dude.
Well, while you're looking that up, Claire, Brian, is what you're looking for. I just saw you try to think about it.
Oh, you can't dual wield. I looked it up. Dual wield 2.0. I searched.
Yeah, nothing.
Can't.
Then my fault. You can pick up Jackie's guns though, because it's on his it's on the Mama Wells' ofrenda. Yeah, so
I'm gonna
if,
check
if you
again.
want to use his guns, you can.
Yeah, up.
He has, and those are nice looking guns too.
Oh, man, why not, dude?
So besides the updates to Cyberpunk that came out, one of the reasons why I went back to it as well is because I finished Starfield. I did all the faction missions and also the main missions, and started New Game Plus. But as I finished doing the game, and I started replaying it in New Game Plus, I'm like, why am I doing this? And I'm like, you know what? Let me put this down for a bit and go check out another open world game. Load up Cyberpunk, and I'm like, it's like night and day difference in what open world is now. Like, I don't even know if that came out as coherent as I thought it was. The lack of loading in Cyberpunk, unless you're fast traveling, is what to me open world is should be, right? Same with like GTA and stuff. There's some loading and stuff, but in the game for 2023, there should be no fucking image coming up with loading screens the way that that Starfield is. It removes you from the game. Like the immersion breaks every time. You're in a space game and you're trying to travel between planets, and instead of literally flying there, you're getting a loading screen. So what is that? And that, of course, when I first started playing the game, I was like, this is fine. It's just a Bethesda game. Who cares? And that term was used everywhere. It's just a Bethesda game. You have to. That's your expectation that it needs to be. They made another Bethesda game, and I'm like, oh, that's true. That's fine. As I put in more and more hours, I'm like, that is unacceptable. It is. In 2023, having that be the band-aid, hey, it's a Bethesda game, so you should be fine with it. No, that is unacceptable. You need to work on again. This is the same story every time. Work on that engine. Obviously you couldn't have handled doing it seamlessly, don't do it. Why am I loading? Why is the loading screen coming up when I'm going into a building on a planet? Why is that happening? That door should open and the shit should be there already. Why is it? Oh, you're gonna go to this big ass building. Let's load in everything in the assets. No, that door flings open. They should be there already. That's ridiculous. It's like you're coding for a fucking Xbox 360 or some shit. That's something that feeling of why is this happening throughout my entire playthrough just got getting even worse and worse. Yeah, it's to the point where I'm just fast traveling through everything. By near the end of the game, I'm just like, I gotta go where? Open up star map, make the course, like, oh, fly to this planet.
On platforms?
I think it's just on next gen. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if it's like on old ones. Yeah, it might be on the old ones, but I thought it was just on current gen. But Um, if it is, sort of understandable. If it's not, even worse, right? Uh, by near the end of the game, I was literally just going from loading screen to loading screen. Oh, I got a new mission. It's where? On what planet? Cool. Open up the star map. Go to this planet. Not even that. Sorry. You select what current objective you're going to do. I got a new objective or new quest. Select it. You hit one button at the bottom that says set course. Hey, you want to go to this planet in this area? Land or travel. Loading screen. Right to the planet, right to the place, and then you just walk to the objective. What space exploration? Right? And that's kind of how by the end of the but once I started the new game plus, I'm like, I think I'm done here. I was going to try to get all the achievements and stuff, and I'm like, for what? It's not. It's not. It's just not. I was just done with it. Maybe in the future that expansion and stuff that makes it actually seamless, but that's the key word. Do not show me say this game is open world and not have a bunch of loading screens. Open world is that shit is streamed in. Not let's stop and load. No. This is not 95, right?
You know what's funny is that I'm pretty sure Spore did that. When you got to the space exploration section, pretty sure it was seamless. Spore.
I don't remember.
I could be wrong on this. So I might need to be fact checked, but I'm pretty sure Spore was seamless once you get to that section.
Comment below. Let us know if he's lying or dying.
That game, let me see.
So yeah, that's kind of why I started playing other RPGs.
2008. When it came out.
So not only did I start playing Cyberpunk because of the new updates and stuff, I just wanted to see, hey, is it just me that my expectations for that is just ridiculous?
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe, because Cyberpunk is open world and that's a more modern, like, it came out a couple of years ago. Like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe I am crazy. Then I loaded up No Man's Sky. And I started a new ass save. Like, because there's been so many updates and stuff. Shit like that, whatever. A shitload of updates since I last played it, so I started a new save, new character, whatever. New planet that I started on. You hear what I'm saying? New planet. The whole game's randomly generated, so when you start a new character, you just get plopped in a random planet on the infinite galaxy that the game is. Did the usual. The first hour of that game will always be worth it. I can redo that first hour, or maybe hour and a half, over and over again.
Oh, getting your shit together to fly for the first time.
The game starts and you're on the planet and you're like, oh, what the hell happened? You get in your ship. There's stuff that's busted. The launch pad is busted. Your engines are busted, and you have to go and find equipment and like not equipment, materials and stuff to craft resources to craft the stuff to fix it. And then once it's fixed, and you have to gas up your engines and stuff with like carbon and stuff like that, like their actual like elements from the periodic table. And then it's like, all right, time to go into space and go like land on a space station that's in each galaxy. And you take off and you just go from the ground right into fucking space. No loading screens, nothing, seamless, right into space. And then you see that fucking space station. You can do overdrive. It does space the way I wanted it to be, right? The way I wanted Starfields to be. And I'm like, damn it, dude. Like if they both came out at the same time, I'd be like, okay, you don't know, you were developing it in your own silos. You don't know what people were working on, but that game's been out for who knows how long, right? Once No Man's Sky came out, and you were like, I'm gonna make a space game. You need to be able to do that, fam. You need to be able to just get up and leave the planet.
2016.
Like, there's no way nobody at Bethesda didn't play No Man's Sky, right? And like, I think there's people saying that you can't compare them because they've been worked on. Like, No Man's Sky's been out for longer or some shit. And I'm like, save it, fam. Doesn't matter. In the middle of your development, you could have just played No Man's Sky and be like, we need to change some stuff. I don't know. So what was I going to mention? Yeah, so Starfield, it starts off super hype, and then I don't know. By the end of it, it's not a space game. Like, I know that sounds so really weird to say because you can make your own ship and stuff, but I don't know. It's not what I wanted from it. Like, especially if it literally turns into just fast travel central. As soon as the more systems and planets you go on, you just fast travel to everything, and that's it. Where No Man's Sky, yes, you can fast travel and stuff, but you have to get to the fast travel locations. Like you can set up a portal on your planet if you want in your base that you can create, or or find one at a space station somewhere and then fast. Like you can't just fast travel from anywhere. You need to get to a portal or so, like it grounds it. And I don't know, Starfield just does whatever. It's like, hey, you can be in the middle of flight somewhere in Arkansas or some shit, and then you can just leave from there. So I don't know, Bert. I mean, you have stuff to say because you straight up uninstalled it. So
Yeah, it was as far as this year, it was a filler game to me. Like I've been since Oblivion. I'm like, what if they did this in fucking space? And then Skyrim came, and boy, I have nothing but praise for Skyrim. I enjoyed that. My whole Thanksgiving break was Skyrim. Um, to this day, it's one of the most entertaining, like, or satisfying ways to level something. But you
or
level it by doing it.
yeah, RPG like
Um,
progression is so natural because it's intuitive. It's just, hey, you want to get better at two-handed weapons, use it. Use two-handed weapons,
mhm.
and you're like, that's how you gain XP with that two-handed weapon. Like it's simple stuff like that. You want to be a stealthy person, do stealth stuff, and then your sneak stat goes up. Like
In Fallout 3, I mean, we got closer and closer to the future of what I wanted, which is space stuff. Fallout, as visually like drab as that game looks, it still managed to put a lot of character or like charm to the game. And in this feels like a tech demo for something to come. I don't know. I finally got the space that I wanted, and it's space and theme and not by actual like features in the game. If that makes sense.
yeah, that's kind of why I ended up getting it on PC because I'm like, I'll do my save stuff there because maybe in the future they'll have because that's kind of like the same thing that people do all the time with Bethesda games. Like they mod the crap out of it and sometimes add straight up new systems to it. So maybe somebody will or a group of people mod it so it does become a more seamless game because it's just not, dude. Like leaving a planet, I don't. It's just, it's not explore. You're just not
The space
exploring.
section of it feels like a dungeon.
Yeah, everything does not feel open. Nothing there in that
It's
game
like you
feels open.
like I'll enter a cave. Oh, this is an encounter. That's what space feels like. It's an encounter. Either you check you for drugs or dogfight, or some guy walks by. Hey, you have directions to the, and then you go to that. What you actually want to do is just on the planet.
Yeah, like there, I can. I don't think I can, with a straight face, call this an open world game. It's just a bunch of open areas. That's it. I know you're like, yeah, that's what open world is. Maybe, right? I don't know. GTA, Cyberpunk, No Man's Sky. Those are open worlds. I don't have to be. Everything is immersive. I don't. Nothing. Hey, wait. I gotta load something in.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Holy
There's small
shit.
loading parts, like if you do like some kind of traversal thing and you get to an area for the first time.
Which is like a
But
fast
for the
travel
most,
thing because you're
yeah.
fast traveling from one thing to the other. So yeah, it's like okay, we can't stream that shit that quickly, unless it's
But
the PS, unless you build it to with that in mind, like Spider Man and other
mhm.
like exclusives on that are on consoles. But
Most of that game's pretty massive in map and almost seamless.
I don't know. But that's just me. It needs. It might
I
be a
don't know.
nitpick, but
I just want more space. I don't want space themes. I want space.
I
That's what
had
I wanted.
like I'm hooked again, man. I don't know if you have No Man's Sky or not, but I would load that in. I'm having a great time playing it. I just got a freighter, and that shit is just a freighter in the sky that I can just go in and land, and then like fly out of the freighter and like put like that's my like floating space. Like it's the space game for me right now is No Man's Sky. With like, and again, it might be because it's they spend an extra 10 years updating it every year with awesome fucking updates, but shoot, it paid off. Like, if you do not own No Man's Sky, this is the time because Starfield revitalized that whole "I want to be in space" kind of stuff, and they just shat the bed. No, okay, that's too much. It didn't shat the bed. It's just the space stuff doesn't hit. The dialogue stuff that they do and all the other previous Bethesda games, they hit because that's what they've been doing. But this whole they tried space stuff, nah. They stuck with their old formula and it bit them in the ass to me.
For I don't know. It's just me repeating the same thing. For a space game, it's just space in theme. That's really all it is. The gameplay is fun, like the shooting, like the
Yeah, combat's fun,
combat's fun.
but it's been fun since Fallout 4. Like Fallout 4's combat I liked, and it's very similar. So
I don't really care for the skill points and the skill trees and how you level things in this game.
that
To be
needs to
honest,
be overhauled.
that's a step down
Yeah,
from the Bethesda
I need to
formula.
I need to spend a point and then do a challenge to level up again. Nah, one or the other, fam.
Mm-hmm.
One or the other, not both. That's silly.
You should be leveling your thing. I mean, make the challenges harder if you want, but that when you finish the challenge, it should level your ability. I think.
I would have removed skill points entirely. If we already have challenges to level stuff up, everything should be unlocked, and how I want to play intuitively just upgrades that tree. That, I mean, you've done it before in Skyrim. Why are we stepping down? I don't know. Ah, man, it's a bummer. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it had a great start, and then it's as I started playing more and more of it, I just kept getting more and more disappointed. So you have homework now, Randall. What you need to do is Cyberpunk, and if you're looking for space stuff, No Man's Sky.
He's been had homework. He's just not turning it in.
Yeah, dude, your homework's late, dude. What's going on?
I'm still working on the older and stuff, so a lot of that is taking up most of my time.
The
I
next
was
time
able to squeeze in like an hour of teching this weekend just passed, but I only played for a little bit.
So you're taking God Prime now?
Nah, I didn't have enough time to do that. I ranked out once, but no more than that.
I'm gonna start sending me yelling as voice messages when I see you play not something that has an end.
I was gonna say, you went up one higher than you've ever been, or have you gone back? Okay, cool. Yeah, slowly but surely. I think that's all I have to say about Starfield, man. Like, I was hype when I first played like 2-3 hours of it. I think that was 2 weeks ago on last week's, right? Yeah, because we passed last week, so the week before that. But now that it's dug in, no, the main story is not. The main story is made so then it feels like it's a device so you can do New Game Plus.
Nothing like even the world. There's nothing storytelling or narrative wise that got my attention besides one character that I liked and I was gonna make relations with her, but I just didn't care about the story enough to do it.
The faction missions are actually really good. Like for each of those faction missions, they make you do different things. Like the Reunion one is like espionage and stealth stuff, and it was pretty cool. And then there's what was the other one that was really cool?
Freedom Fighter one. I like the idea of being a detective, but I mean, the second I met X character, I'm like, that's weird. It's probably this guy.
And so yeah, like the faction missions are probably worth it, like which are like the side missions and stuff. But the main one is like, yo, let's find some artifacts and check this out. Because of this artifacts, New Game Plus. Okay. So it's whatever. Not that No Man's Sky has a crazy story, because I don't know what the hell's happening. I just like living in space. And just getting in my ship and seeing everybody else's cool ship. Like, they even added a place where you can find other players. Like, it's like an artifact station that you can find No Man's Sky. You can fly in there. And a bunch of, like, since you can play co-op, it's just people taking missions and, like, bounties and stuff. And you see them land. And they're like, all right, got my bounty. And it's like real people just get up and they fly out. All seamless, dude. It's just so... For this Starfield review, my review is play No Man's Sky. And that might be a hot take, but what you gonna do? Comment below?
And that was a hot take because I think after Starfield came out, each day the numbers for No Man's Sky have been growing. I think that's what I read.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Well, that was one of those numbers then, because I've been playing that.
It's funny that apparently Fallout 76 is now higher rated than Starfield.
I wouldn't do. I wouldn't say that. I think I don't agree with that then, because I
I
think
don't agree
Starfield.
with it,
Yeah,
but I'm
Starfield's
just saying.
better than 76. Yeah, that's a weird. That's a weird. Then I think there's people review bombing.
Probably. Yeah,
It,
it looks like Cyberpunk's players have gone up since the update. No Man's Sky, and then looks like Starfield is apparently like
dwindling.
dwindling.
That makes sense. That's weird. Yeah, I would not. I don't. I would not put it lower than Fallout 76. That's wild.
Damn, that's what
Yeah,
they're doing.
Starfield again. Starfield is a very stable, very. You will enjoy your time with Starfield. It says I have previous game context. I have more. I know what is
Oh,
possible.
you are games.
I am games. I know what is possible with what you can do. Right, like that's what you guys delivered. Sorry, dog. You just rehashed a bunch of stuff you used to do. You didn't change your engine to do anything. You added cutscenes in between loading of like scenes. I don't know. Like that's I don't know. You didn't do any like overhauls, man.
It would have been cool if I could be an alien.
If you can be an alien,
Yeah.
thank you for saying that. In No Man's Sky, you can be 4 different races. You can change the color of your outfit. There's different presets, like on the fly. You just go to a space station, you can be one race 1 second, another one the other.
That's one thing, and it's not just Starfield that I want to.
Mass Effect does this
It
too.
bothers me. Mass Effect does the same thing. A lot of these games. Yo, space shit's going on. All right, make your white guy or girl.
Yeah, like you just
Make you human.
Make you a human. What if I want to be a fucking Starbucko or some shit? Like, that's wild, dude.
Tired of being human, man.
Yeah, like I'm not. It's supposed to be like sci-fi. Why do I have to be a human?
Just want to be a robot, man.
You can do that in No Man's Sky. That's the first one I picked. The Korvax. Tell you, Ron.
Whatever
get that No Man's
happens in the new not Dragon Age, the new Mass Effect. I don't know if you get to. I don't know what they're gonna do as to who you play as, but if it's not Shepard or it's not Liara, because only 2 people that looks like we know exist in this,
That are gonna be in it, yeah.
let me make a character
With races, like different
Race.
races. Yeah, like
Look
you
at
have
Dragon
like
Age.
5.
Look at Dragon Age.
No.
You have way more than that, Anthony.
Yeah,
Mass
well,
Effect.
Mass Effect is way
Yeah,
more. I'm sorry.
humans. Sorry, Corey and
What's Thane?
Thane is a drill.
A Drell? Yeah.
Drill. You got fucking Geth.
Oh my
You
god,
got
yeah.
fucking
That'd be Geth
I didn't
immediately.
say Solarians, which is Morden.
Yeah.
Morden.
Oh,
That's I didn't even name all of them. There's a lot more.
just a lot more. Yeah.
Batarians.
What's Rex?
Rex is a oh my god, it's right there. I'm a Krogan.
Krogan. Thank you. I kept thinking Krieger, but I'm like, that's from Archer. That's from Archer. No, yeah, Archer. Man, was it the show called Archer, the spy, the animated spy show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
One of
say
the
I'm
character's name is Krieger.
Krieger. Thank you.
He's
That's what.
scientist.
Yes. All right. I think I'm done. Kind of pooping on Starfield here. Yeah, I just think there's alternatives that I think you'll have a better time with.
Okay.
I'm honestly glad that that's a sentence because, boy, like a decade or 2 ago, it was basically if a AAA game sucked, you gotta play whatever you already bought beforehand until the next AAA game. And like, if someone shits the bed or not shits the bed, but it's releases underwhelming product,
Yeah.
you can literally do whatever the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm.
The next week there'll be an indie game no one plays, and it could be game of the year from how good it was that you played.
That's the beauty of like open platforms like Steam. That's the good part of it. The bad part is all the horrendous early access games that they put 3 minutes into Unreal Engine 5, crap it out onto the platform. Look at the graphics and then never touch it again. But they got all your money from the early access or all the porn games that are on there. It's like, okay, well, there's good and bad, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you can still support some of your favorite games that came out like in 2011 or so, like called Skullgirls that are getting new content. You know, things like that, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy. What was I gonna mention? So we talked about Cyberpunk. I think we talked about the 3 things I wanted to talk about. for games anyway. That's all I've been playing. Once I finished Starfield, I was like, okay, that was an okay experience. And then I started playing No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk. And playing those, like 2 games right after, I'm like, that's crazy, man.
Play Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that's right. How's the story?
No, that's
Oh.
what I'm gonna say right now. The story starts with promise. Then you get to a certain part where it's a plot twist, and after that they just shit the bed to the point I'm like, end.
Oh, overstayed its welcome,
Yeah,
or just bad, or a mixture of bad plot points, and then because there's bad plot points, you just want this to fucking end.
that.
Okay.
I don't know if you want spoilers or whatever.
No, I want to play it. I want to play through.
Okay. The
Because it's
biggest
supposed to
thing
be like a rehash, right? So I'm cool with it being rehashed, because now I can keep up with the lore, right? Like it's a complete read. Like this is now the beginning of Mortal Kombat now, right?
it follows the reboot that Liu Kang does at the end of 11.
Cool. So this is a new branch then. So I don't have to know anything about the previous bullshit.
Essentially, they tell you what you need to remember.
Okay, cool. Then that's great. Now I want to play through them.
But that's an issue. They tell you do what you have to remember. They tell you key plot points. They don't show you anything.
Oh, they didn't re-render
they'll
like a
they'll show-
cutscene or something?
They'll show okay. So you know how New World people have new stories or some kind of background.
Okay.
So someone will be on screen and be like, "Oh, that's this guy. See what happened was this happened and then this happened." Next scene.
Like in dialogue, not like
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't show you. Most of the time, people aren't even talking for themselves. It's like, oh, you see, she's upset because this happened and then this person let this person down. Next scene. So much shit that could have been interesting if you fucking showed it.
That's unfortunate, because I would like a flashback scene or something. I mean, anime does it all the time. You know how many times I've seen this fucking swing set? Like we could have just done it here.
Another complaint, but it'd be spoiler related, so I can't really say. Like I said, from the plot twist on,
Mhm.
end already.
Okay. And that
Without
go ahead.
without spoiling anything, talking to Brian, is one of the things that was disappointing to you was the medallion?
I think at that point, I already didn't give a fuck.
Wait, how early? Well, hold on then. Sorry, I cut you off, Randall. How early is this? You don't care time. Like, how long did it take you to beat the game, and at what point did you like, I'm done with this?
I don't know how to answer that without spoiling.
Like halfway point? Like you don't have to tell me
Maybe
that.
a little past the halfway. Maybe
So
like
2 hours in. You said it took you 4 hours to
little,
finish.
Yeah, it's 4 hours long, so maybe like 2 hours, 2.5 hours in.
Oh, that's not so bad then. You get a good 2.5, like a movie's worth of good stuff, I'm assuming, and then it
Decent.
decent.
Not good.
Got it. Okay,
It's passable.
gotcha.
Again,
Go ahead.
Anthony, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I
For
don't know.
me, when I completely checked out was after the poison thing.
You know what he's talking about?
After the poison thing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could. Brian, just give me a thumbs up when you're good.
Okay, what poison thing?
It was after they was trying to quote unquote save Melina. Everything after that was just
When they get locked up and then
yeah.
I mean that's earlier than I thought, but
Oh really?
Yeah, the point where I was like, all right, did you get to the multiverse section?
Yeah.
That shit was ass.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere, and then that was basically that last hour and a half.
Yeah.
The other thing, this game's about people dying. Why are we that far in and no one's dying? They even talk about, oh, this lady got banished from her job because the king died.
Yeah.
But they never show it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So much shit happens. They never say, oh, I used to be a merchant, Baraka's story, and then I got the disease.
Mm-hmm.
Show me your fucking life. Cuts to the
Yeah.
next scene. They're chasing someone to beat the shit out of him and not kill him. Reptile.
Man,
Hey,
that is so true, man. Nobody died.
My people banished me from because I can turn into a human.
That's crazy. That is.
Oh, subs
I never thought of that. Nobody really did that.
until the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
But even
Sub
then, you don't even know if they died or if they got sent back to their timeline.
Sub Zero. You didn't help our father and he died. Why not show me what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Oh, Smoke, my family died and I got adopted by the Lin Kuei. Show me that.
So what exactly happened to Reptile's family too? If Jang Sung actually killed them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, them? They were dead. Am I supposed to care? I've never even seen the family.
Yeah.
Oh, he lied. Damn.
Excuse me.
Fucking silly.
Yeah, the whole like Raiden getting his powers from a medallion, I didn't like that at
Oh,
all.
that medallion. I thought that was stupid. I thought you meant the Shinlock medallion.
No, no.
No, yeah. Oh, here's your lightning.
Yeah, that's bad.
Fuck this. I don't know. That and then they set it up. I don't know if the way it ends is a setup for a sequel and that's the villain or a story DLC. If that's the case, save it.
Mm,
That's I don't know. I don't have anything. It's meh at best up to a point, and I'm just like end already.
hmm
Megan Fox as well phoned her fucking performance in. I had interest in the character until I heard her speak in the story. I don't want to play her.
mm.
If it means I have to hear her while playing her, I'm good. And which it's upsetting because that character has an 8-way dash. The vampire lady,
Yeah,
I can marvel it up, but I'm not hearing her voice.
yeah.
I need someone to, if whoever's listening, if you know how to mod voices, mod Natara so that it's just Marvel 3 Nova.
Mm.
And yeah, I'm back on board. That's
Aren't
all I
they
gotta say.
usually known for making good stories though?
They have,
What happened?
I
Mm.
think all their budget went on getting Homelander and
Oh, oh, so they're using the actual actor.
I think so. Homelander and John Cena. No, Omni Man and John Cena. They haven't said. I don't think Homelander's in. They haven't confirmed or denied it. I should say. That's all the
Mm.
spoiler stuff I had to mention. I don't know if you want to
Yeah,
summon him back.
yeah, you can.
He's tweaking right now.
Mm.
He doesn't know what's going on. Look at him.
I'm coming back.
Oh,
Janetta had to push to talk because my voice comes through her mic. So apparently she's in a voice chat with Chris and her fam. So Chris was just repeating everything I said.
as he should.
Fantastic. Okay.
Why don't you blow him then?
What the hell? All right.
So yeah,
What about?
I ranted about the story.
That's fine. I mean, as long as is it even popcorn fun? Like, is it that bad? You need to get the hell out.
It's meh. It's something to do.
Okay.
Popcorn food?
Mm-hmm.
I will say this though, if it literally wasn't for one of the characters that interest in, you have to beat the game to unlock them. There's a good chance at a certain point I would just cut it off.
Oh, I didn't know they did that. So you can unlock characters through.
You know if you to unlock Havoc, you got to beat the game or spend $3,
Stay. Fucking asshole.
real money.
What? Why do they even have that as an option, dude? That's nah, bro. That shouldn't have. They should have not have had that as an option. Add an extra $3 so you don't have to play through the story. That's silly. Okay.
Gameplay
Xbox Halloween.
for me, I don't really play MK like that since I used to casually play as a kid. It's more of the same for the most part. Same gripes I've had, I still do. The things that they added from other games, for example, the assist, the cameo stuff. I feel like it's like a watered. It's a implemented in a way I don't care for. Um, for example, there's you pick an assist. You can't play as them, which I don't mind that. and depending on which directions you press with them, you get a different move. Um, some assist moves make it so that you can't move when you call them, as in
That is Chuck Chuck.
Oh,
Kano. He has a laser beam. You can't be doing something and then call him and then laser beam while you're moving. It'll stop you from moving for that assist to come out. Like you're inactionable and
is I'm
you can't do anything.
I'm assuming that's for balance purposes because it would have been too
I
broken. Or
I guess that's their way of balancing it.
I mean, I'm not
I
saying it's
think
good. I'm not saying that's a good reason. That's not. That sounds like a band-aid fix to me.
yes, that's what I feel like. I feel like you should have been able to balance the move to the point where you can still move around and call it. The other complaint I have is for a lot of the assists, and this is coming from someone who plays versus games or team-based games almost primarily. When I press the assist button in Marvel, come out, move for the most part. Not
Yep.
the fastest game I've ever seen with that. Some assists are really fast, but it's come out, move.
Yeah.
There's games like Dragon Ball where there's the assist.
They come in doing the move.
Yeah, they come in doing the move essentially.
Yeah.
Power Rangers is almost the same. BB tags is pretty. Come in, do what they gotta do, leave. This is Kano jumping out to throw 2 daggers.
Got it. All right. So describe to the audio
All right,
people.
so right now,
Uh-huh.
mixing. I'm Kano. This is. I'm getting called in.
He walks in. Ooh, he took the longest route possible to take out the throwing. He should have came in with the thing to throw already. That's weird.
Oh, Kano, I need you to turn into a ball real quick like an idiot and hit him.
Uh-huh. Oh, look, I say he's back. Oh, came in, thought about it,
And
blew
I'm
himself. Okay, and then he left. Got it.
That should take 7 fucking years. I don't know. It feels like such a half-assed way to do it.
Mhm.
The other thing, in most fighting games, you throw with an input. To break the throw, you press that same input. Tekken is the exception where you have to press certain inputs to break it, but there's a visual tell. So, like, let's say you do a certain throw, one hand's above the other, so you know to tech this way. Do
Okay,
the other
I
version,
think Randall told me about that.
visual tell. This game, you can't tech throws by just pressing the throw button, and there's 2 different things you have to worry about teching. Regular throw is now a back throw. If you hold forward and throw, you call your assist to throw them for you. So you have to press one button, either the left button or the right button, like for punches, to tech it. The issue is the animation's exactly the same.
So you literally have to guess.
Yeah. I don't know
Wow.
if you can mash it. I don't know if you can be like, I teched it. I don't know. The
That's
only one way to tell is if they use up their assistants on cooldown, and then you try to throw them, you know your party's can get a back throw. So
so
you
what?
know,
Oh wait, hold on. So what happens if your assist is on cooldown and you do forward grab? You just don't
I don't
grab,
think you can. You just make you do back throw, I believe.
but it has to match the input though.
They don't care.
Okay, it just has to be. Oh, is he doing a back one or is he doing an assist?
I
Got it.
believe so.
Wow, cool.
But yeah, I looked multiple times. I tried to see if they grab a certain shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
The exact fucking same thing.
That sucks, bro. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I talked about with Starfield. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, that's an oversight" or something. Like, Tekken 7's been out for. Rand, how long has been Tekken 7 been out?
How has Tekken been out?
How long is Yeah, isn't that a normal thing in all Tekken? Like, how you can?
Man, let me see.
No, but I mean, like Randall, that tech of like knowing which type of throw to tech with the hands, like
Oh,
that's
there's always been the thing in Tekken.
so. Like, how can you oversee? Like, that should be something that when you're making this game, like, oh, we need a tell. Like, that's not something. How can you oversee that? Like, how's that an oversight?
Another silly thing.
That's been around for ages. Since the beginning of Tekken. That's what, 90s.
Yeah.
Like,
So you have bar, like in most fighting games. Your bar is used to EX. It's used to or it's used to break a combo. Like, get the fuck off me.
uh-huh.
In most games that have an EX or like a way to enhance your move, it's 1 bar.
Yep.
Whatever price they put, that's how much each move across the board is.
Okay.
To balance stuff out, Some moves cost 2 bars. Some moves cost one. It's whatever. It's whatever.
Hmm. You're
Now,
telling me stuff I definitely know. I don't like meter management.
yeah. So now you gotta do calculus to be like, I can do this combo. Now,
Calculus? I don't know
now,
if
now,
it's calculus.
now granted, there's some moves that if we're abiding by the rules of this game,
Mm-hmm.
I can see why some moves are 2 costs. Because if there were one,
That'd be
boom,
overpowered.
broken.
Yeah.
Balance it so you have a uniform, like a uniform thing. There's ways that they do it correctly in the sense that Megan Fox's character, who she should not have voiced it if she's gonna phone that shit in, um, you get air dashes and you get one for free. But if you want to do additional ones, it costs 1 bar each one before you land on the ground.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Not, hey, this one EX where you grab them and vomit on them. It costs 2 bars. Nerf it to the point where everything can be uniform makes more sense. It's just my complaint.
Mm-hmm.
Already, it's very clear which assists they put work into, like which characters, and which ones are just like, it'd be cool. We don't want him playable,
We
but we
just
got to bring him back somehow.
yeah, we need him. We just need him in the somehow in the game.
Yeah. The game's fairly simple. The way that they described it, or like they showed, the air combos, like, oh, we're adding like air stuff back into MK. Very limited.
Oh,
Very fucking limited.
maybe the air dashes.
You get air strings. Some characters have
Mhm.
air dashes that you can do more for because they're designed around this. But again, coming from someone who plays versus games or like Marvel games where you're at home in the air,
Yeah.
this it's very lackluster. Um, all these complaints aside, the part of MK that doesn't change, there's a bunch of cool characters in design. It's pretty fun to play. This game feels still pretty basic compared to like MKX from that I remember. But there's a lot of characters to play for fun. Um, so it's fun to watch. It's definitely a spectator's game because I watched CEO Taku that was last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine was actually competing at top 8.
Oh, neat.
It's fun to watch people play at high level. That being said, you're already seeing people pick whatever people are saying is strong and just running with it because the game was only out 5 days.
Fair.
But I can see it getting stale. I can see it getting stale, but as of right now, it's fun to watch. You know how Injustice had those paradox planet things. You do these missions, you get loot. This game's I didn't get far into it, but they have like the thing called Invasion. It's a board game of go you choose your adventure and then
Mm-hmm.
you fight things with weird gimmicks and you get money or you get loot. You put it on because they keep going backwards in customization. Injustice, you like, oh, put your headpiece, put your chest piece, put your arm piece,
Yeah.
your legs, put your weapon, pick your colors. This one's like, hey, pick one thing that this person would normally have on. So Melina is the size,
Mm-hmm.
Havoc's the helmet. All right, now the rest of it's an outfit slash palette, and then you just pick your taunt and fatality. I think.
Damn, that's a percentage of the Injustice 2 one was really good in
Keep
terms
taking
of
a
for that.
step back.
And they had a mode that you can just grind out so you can get more stuff, which is dope. So you can have you can play a game offline. If for whatever reason you don't like playing online against people, you can just go on fight people on or I'm sorry, fight AI, grind out some currency, or I forgot what it was, or maybe
That's
was it
what
boxes?
that's what the invasion thing is. Yeah, it was Mother Box.
Mother boxes, yeah, and you can get
That's what
different
the
loot.
invasion thing is in this. It's the single player, but in like board game fashion.
Oh, nah.
But it's just I don't know. That's a step back. Um, I enjoyed playing it. I didn't hate my time.
Mm-hmm.
There's all these, as you can tell, I have complaints, but I mean it's something to play. I've definitely played worse fighting games.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
facts.
I think it's solid at least in the fighting game renaissance that we've gotten with new KOF being really good. Street Fighter, it's weird that I'm saying this, really good. Tekken's looking good. I haven't played it though. Guilty Gear's still thriving and it's pretty solid. All these most recent games, everybody's been actually trying,
Yep.
and this still feels like it's still you did a good job, but I think it's definitely on the back end of quality.
That's fair.
With the asterisk of I don't normally play
Mortal Kombat to begin
Mortal
with.
Kombat anymore.
Yeah. Well, that I mainly got it for the story mode stuff because I have other fighting games that I just have. So
The story mode made me glad that they didn't go with an Injustice game instead of back to back MK. Because if they did what they did with this game
to
in
Injustice,
Injustice,
yeah, that'd been bad.
that shit would I would have been Street Fighter 5 livid.
You would have bought a season pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I wasn't gonna like it.
Sick. All right. Well, we kind of went over here a bit, so unless you guys have anything else, we can wrap this up.
Game of the year.
Game of the year. Mortal Kombat? Probably not. You know what it is? Pikmin 4. I'm kidding. Anyway, all right. That'll be it for us. I was gonna ask you guys if you have anything to plug. Like if this is fucking. Like I was gonna ask you guys if you had dates or something. Like I'm a part of Two Bears One Cave or something.
Yeah, I'm doing stand up at the.
I'm at the my room from now to the end of the time. That's about it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, listening, both. Make sure to do all the things like subscribe, comment, whatever. We'll be back next week. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.